Hello and welcome to the Nomad Cruise live session for our next trip from Hong Kong to Manila. We are just getting started now, sharing with you a lot of updates about the trip that's coming up. And it's just like with every other trip, it's always like really hard to imagine what's gonna come and what's gonna happen. And so we just want to show you a few images. I have two amazing people here with me in the studio today. Actually, I'm joining from Bali right now. And one thing that would be really awesome would be if you just leave in the comment like from where you are joining us right now. That would be really amazing. So tell us where you are, from what part you're joining. And actually tonight we are live on YouTube, Instagram, and on Facebook. So wherever you are, just let us know. And then, we also have a little giveaway. So that is just running on YouTube. But we'll start right now. So I want to invite here, I'm just going to show you first quickly. This is our route. And then we are getting started now. So today with me in the studio, I have Emilia. In case you don't know Emilia yet, Emilia has been with us for the last two cruises and has been managing a lot behind the scenes. So it's really great to have you here tonight with us, Emilia. And also we have here with us today, David. David has been our secret excursion manager for many last cruises. He's been organizing diving trips for over 50 people at the same time. And we're super happy, David, to have you here as well. So both of you will be joining the cruise. Are you excited? Emilia, do you want to share a few words? Sound on?
Yes, super excited. I can hear this. Okay, now I hear you. I'm super excited to be here, and I cannot wait to see you all tonight, and listen more.
Okay, perfect. And David, we have a little bit of issues with your sound, maybe. Do you want to share a few words?
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So most of you guys already know me. If you don't know me, I'm David. I'm beyond ecstatic. This is going to be my 9th cruise, second one to Asia. So yeah, I'm more than excited to be sharing this experience with all of you guys.
Okay. And actually, we are both in Bali right now. We've just had a little silent disco and a barbecue in Bali here. So there's about 50 people here from the last cruise. And so it's really like the movement just moves on, and many of us are still traveling here together. But let's dive right into the cruise. So we only have 69 days until departure. Please remember that it's not that long to go. And so this is actually going to be an amazing opportunity, this cruise, to join together with around 300 people, discover parts where usually you don't really meet that many nomads, and then also make friendships, make connections, make business. And most of you already know a lot about the cruise, like what this is all about, but we'll just go quickly into this because we have a lot of people here who are joining as well. And please also use the chat, say hello to everyone, say what you're up to. If you have any questions, then we can also answer those questions at the end of the session. So it's an amazing opportunity to join us in Asia and grow your network, boost your career, business, exchange skills, and just have a really, really amazing time. And we'll just go over everything. We'll share a few speakers. And one thing I just want to add as well is that this is really the last time for a long time that we are having a cruise in Asia. Last year, we went to Japan. This year, we went to Australia. Now, many of us are still traveling here. And the next cruise will only be in November again, and it's most likely going to go to Central or South America or the Caribbean. So if you are around Asia and you want to really explore and find out what this is about, then this is really now your time to go and to jump on this cruise. Okay. And we have a little giveaway at the end of this. So if you're listening, you can actually win a free drink package. Just listen to what we are sharing here today and what we'll be sharing. And then we'll ask a question at the end where you can win this package. Okay, so just stick around. Just quickly, from February 14th to 25th, it's a 12-day cruise. We had a little hiccup with the planning, so actually the cruise got extended now by 4 days, and the price is still the same. So it's an amazing opportunity. We're raising the prices soon, but you can see 4 countries. So starting in Hong Kong, Japan, South Korea, and then we're ending in the Philippines. You have Starlink on board, so you can work as well. We never really recommend that everyone should work, but it's definitely possible. Now we'll go quickly over the route, the program. We'll share some of the speakers who are on board, go a little bit over the schedule, and then we'll also share what we're planning throughout the journey. Probably many of you have already seen the route. Maybe Emilia, you can also just share the link for the website here in the chat, so that those of you who want to see a bit more can find out this while you're listening here. Okay. And now we just want to go quickly. So for those of you who are not aware, this is what the program looks like. It's not just a cruise. There's so much more. And David, I want to ask you maybe to share a little bit like how you're spending the cruise, like what is the way, like how you are living the cruise and how you're seeing this program. Maybe you can share a few words. Put on the sound. You have to put on the sound. Yeah. Only with sound. Okay.
Okay, there you go. Better? Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, for me, being my 9th cruise, like a veteran cruiser, I would say, it's really important to find a routine, because it's really easy to go overwhelmed and want to go to every single workshop and go to every single keynote speak, go to every meetup. It's just not possible, right? So I would encourage anyone jumping on this cruise, whether it's their first time or their 7th time, having a routine is really important. So I usually wake up, I go to the gym. We usually have like Nomad Fit. So there's something going on where someone's running or walking. So there's a lot of things that you can do physically in the morning. So I always like to start with that. And then I look at the program and see which talks are the most interesting for me, or maybe a talk that I haven't seen before that I would like to attend. So I'll join some of the sessions. And then from there, I'll just kind of see what goes on for the rest of the day, what kind of meetups are happening, things that I'm interested in, like AI or real estate, and I'll join those talks and meetups. And then after all the rest of the day is done, like what's the fun activities that's happening around the ship, you know? So is there a karaoke night, a jam session, acro yoga? There's just an endless things that are going on. So you know, you never get bored on the cruise. So I just love the cruise, but just finding like a nice set routine and meeting people and making friends, it's just amazing. So that's kind of like what I do from day to day. And then that's the days on the ship, and then the days off the ship are totally different, but we'll get into that a little bit later.
Yes, that's true. And what also could be like quite interesting, because that's not really visible here, is that we have this WhatsApp community while we're on the cruise, and like that even lives on many years after. But during the cruise, there are so many independent meetups organized. So we have a lot of venues that are always reserved, but there's a lot of meetups that are happening just basically all the time. Probably around 50 to 100 meetups that are happening like throughout the cruise, where people just want to talk about real estate or traveling to Thailand or whatever is your interest. You can set up groups for this and you can meet independently. We just always ask like to not make too massive groups, to not take over the whole ship. But basically there are over 50 to 100 meetups. So it's also really, really nice way to get to meet a lot of other people when you're just, you know, setting up the meetup. So if you have already booked your ticket, like think about it, you know, like in what way, what do I really want to get out of this cruise? And then think, you know, what meetups you want to schedule. Maybe you also like the more you participate, the more you get out of the cruise. That's usually how it works. David, are you going to organize your walking trips again, or?
Oh, 100%. On the last cruise, that's what I organized, because I got into this health routine where I do 10 to 15,000 steps a day. And I thought, why not create something where we can just walk and talk together and get our steps in and be physically active? And it turned out to be a huge success. I had anywhere from 4 people walking with me a day to as many as 30, 40 people walking with me. And it's just so much fun. We'll walk for like an hour to an hour and a half, and we just walk and talk. I call it the most fit, the most fit social networking event that you'll do on the ship. So yeah, I'll definitely be organizing that again.
Yes, and after all the dinners, that's usually like a good thing to do, right? So after so much food.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, to check this. So also you can work on the ship. You'll find spaces where you can do that. That's also possible. We never really recommend to run your full job from the cruise, but if you have to do like a talk, if you have like some meetings that you need to do and whatsoever, Starlink really changed the game for cruising. So it's a lot better now than it was even before COVID. Live on the ship, David was just explaining this. There's a lot of things that you can do. You can also go to the gym. You can do so many things. That's really the big difference between going to just a Nomad conference, where usually you go to the events and then there's not so much happening. And then on the cruise ship, there's just so much stuff happening. Also, just a quick shout out, like there are so many people here from Bali and Taiwan, Netherlands, Mexico, United States. It's so great to see such an international community here joining us today. And again, if you have some questions, just wait a little bit until the end. You can write it now, but we will then go into everything at the end of this session, okay? So also David was saying it already, we have a lot of evening activities, speed friending, speed dating, karaoke night, 30-second pitches. So Nomad Cruise is really built for making connections, and there's no better way or no better place to do that than joining us on a cruise ship, actually, because we're all stuck on the same boat. Now I'm going to go quickly over a few speakers that we have, and we will announce everyone over the next days. But we're super happy to actually going to the Philippines and have Marie with us. Marie has been organizing so many events and is really into longevity. So many, you probably know her already. So Marie, if you've been to Bansko Nomad Fest or been part of the Nomad scene, we're super happy that we have Marie Tuason back. And she's actually, from the Philippines. So that's great. We also have Johnny FD. Johnny is the founder of the Nomad Summit originally. And we're super happy to have Johnny back as well. David, do you want to share a bit about Johnny?
Yeah, Johnny has become one of my best Nomad friends over the years. I met Johnny, at the beginning of my Nomad cruise journey. Actually, he invited me on a podcast, and it actually was because of Johnny indirectly the reason why I joined Nomad Cruise in the first place. Immediately after I met Johnny, I met some other friends that were going on the Nomad Cruise, and then they told me about the Nomad Cruise. So it was because of Johnny, the reason why I joined the Nomad Cruise in the first place. And he's just been a great friend of mine over the years. I've watched him, start off at the beginning journey of his digital nomad career, and then now, being a big influencer and buying a home in Kyiv in Ukraine. And it's just so interesting, all these things that he's been doing, and growing communities and just living the lifestyle. He's like the perfect example of what a digital nomad is. So I love Johnny. There's nothing I can say bad about him. He's one of my best friends, obviously. And I'm so excited that he's joining on this cruise, because he doesn't join a lot of our cruises. He goes like every 2 or 3 years. So I'm super excited that he's joining this cruise with us. It's always a lot of fun to have Johnny on board.
Awesome. Yeah, and we have Anna as well. Anna has been with us before, and she's talking a lot about how to hire, how to get hired remotely. So we are talking about lifestyle topics. We're talking about business topics. We're talking about like building and growing your business. So it's awesome to have Anna back as well now. And Divi as well is coming. He's building a digital nomad village in India, and he will share his story. It's really, really inspiring, and I'm so happy to have him on board with us as well. And Sabina, she is quite well known in Bali. She's organizing ecstatic dance and heart-opening tantra. She's bringing a little bit of the spiritual things from Bali to us on the cruise ship. Super happy to have her back. She's been helping us hosting in Tarifa as well. So Sabina, we can't wait to have you back on board with us. And we have Elke. Elke has been on the last cruise also with us. She organized an amazing workshop around financial freedom. And now she actually offered to do like a full day, almost like 4 hours, 5 hours, because this workshop is so essential and it's going really, really deep. So this is highly, highly valuable stuff. Otherwise, you would pay a lot of, to attend these things. And we have all these things just happening on the cruise. We also have Sebastian Kuhn. Sebastian Kuhn, I know him since forever, since I started pretty much my Nomad journey. He's been involved in like many different communities, and yeah, he's especially well known in the German space. So happy to have him back, and he'll talk about like different life experiments that he's been doing. Yeah, it's always really, really inspiring, like what Sebastian is doing, and how you will all see it. Like, don't miss his talk for sure. Okay, and then we have Kathy as well, and Kathy built an incredible business. She's from Taiwan, joining us, and she built an incredible business, but just by like studying what other people were doing in other countries and just like taking, like best processes and building a design business. So you really have to follow her as well. She will be doing an amazing talk too. And yeah, these are just a few speakers that we'll announce in the next days. But of course, there are still many spots available. So if you want to share something, please come and apply. You can go nomadcruise.com/speaker. And yeah, and then you can learn more, okay? Quickly about the ship. It's Costa Serena. It's a beautiful ship. It has got everything that you need on a cruise ship. We have the theater, the gym, great restaurants, spa. So really everything that you can spend your free time with. It's a proper cruise ship. So don't worry that you'll not get enough food or whatsoever. So there's just everything there, okay? Then swimming pool, jacuzzis. Jacuzzis are always very, very popular for networking. And yeah, now just quickly, we're going to go a little bit over the journey and what we are planning, okay? So we're starting in Hong Kong. And one thing that I can just never emphasize more is if you're joining for the first time and you have a little bit of time before, come a few days earlier. I always see it that people who joined the cruise many times before, they always come like 3, 4, 5 days before they arrive. And those who are, like joining for the first time, just come like at night before. But it's really, really good time, to network a little bit more. Of course, you can do everything on the ship, but just really take that time. And I mean, we are leaving from Hong Kong. It's not just a small city. It's just, there's a lot to do there. And maybe David, do you want to share a little bit about like why people should come to Hong Kong?
Absolutely. One thing that you also forgot to mention, a big reason why you should come a little early. I personally made the mistake of arriving the day before or the day of. You definitely don't want to do that. Number one, the jet lag. We all need at least a day or two just to reset, our circadian rhythm and the time difference. So just having those couple of days makes a huge difference. Because if you're jet lag and then you jump on the cruise, your first 1 or 2 days are going to be a little off because you're going to be so tired and you're going to be, it's just not a good idea. So just come early, just even for the jet lag, right? But besides the jet lag and readjusting the time is we're planning some really awesome pre-cruise excursions in Hong Kong. So should I talk about that right now as well?
Yeah, sure. You can do it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So in Hong Kong, I got the pleasure of going to Hong Kong last year, and wow, Hong Kong is just an amazing, vibrant, beautiful city, full of culinary experiences, full of amazing tourist activities. So there's so many things that you can do either on your own or with a few friends or with the cruise. But specifically what I'm planning is I'm planning a couple of excursions. So just if you look on the photo on the right, that's called a juking fishing boat. It's a traditional old boat. It's the most iconic boat that you will see in every Hong Kong picture on Google, okay? And normally, to go on this boat, you have to pay X amount of dollars and you're joining the ship with like 50 random strangers. We're actually gonna be hiring this entire ship and chartering it just for the Nomad cruise. So we're going to be announcing the exact date and time for that, but that'll be like 1 or 2 days before the cruise. So we'll get a chance to go on this cool old traditional ship and tour around the entire harbor. And it's going to be cool. And we're going to watch the Symphony of Lights show where the city lights up and it's just really beautiful and really cool. So that's a cool experience that we'll get to do. And then another experience that I'm planning is looking for pink dolphins. So any animal lovers or marine mammal lovers, this is a really big one for us. There's very few places in the world where you can actually see a pink dolphin. It's a species of animal that unfortunately has been almost decimated by population decline. And Hong Kong is one of the few places where we can see them. They're still there. There's a population of about maybe 150 of them. And it's a possible chance that they might go extinct. So there's a tour that we're going to organize where we can try to find these dolphins where we have a decent chance of finding it. And also, seeing the sites around the harbor and the other places around the river and stuff like that. So we have a cool tour like that. And then we're organizing a lot of food walking tours. So the food culture in Hong Kong is just insane. There's so much good, unique, different kinds of food in Hong Kong. So there's special tour operators that focus on taking groups of 4 to 8 people, walking around the cities, learning where the locals actually eat. And they show you hey, this is what they eat. And you get to try this out and try that out. So I'm going to be organizing some really epic walking tours for anyone that likes to eat food. So
yes.
Yeah, those are the main things that we're organizing.
Yes,
so many.
We have a lot more. Checking out all the sites, there's just unlimited things to do. So if you want to discover this a little bit with the community, that would be great. I remember the last time I went to Hong Kong, I was just by myself. It was just a stopover. It was nice to see it, but it was also a little bit hard to connect there. So now you can do this together with an amazing community. Just come a few days earlier, and for sure this will be also something to remember. Okay. So we'll go a bit more into the things. So what we also have is we are actually collaborating with a co-working, co-living place. So you can even stay in that hotel. We'll send out all the information about the hotel, where you can stay there in these 5 days. We'll send it to you just in a few days. Just beginning after next week. We have almost everything finalized. We're also starting a WhatsApp group, so you can really see a lot of things. I'm very happy to see that my dad is joining us here today for the first time as well. So great to see you here too. Okay, so and then we have we have this the co-living. Now I got distracted. So we have this co-living here. That we are working on and that we'll be sharing with you as well. Okay, so then what's next? Then we're going to Fukuoka. Emilia, do you want to share a little bit about Fukuoka?
Yes, in Fukuoka we will do a bit of our local experiences. We will go on a sake brewery tour, and we will visit the local food markets. And we will do a bunch of stuff just to immerse to get you immersed in the local experience here and to see the real Japan. And I think that David has some tours planned here as well. So we will organize everything, and you can just book and follow along. It will be super fun, and our first stop in Japan for those of you who haven't been.
David?
Yes, so yeah, I do. I have a couple of ideas in mind. Again, they're not set in stone yet, but we can look forward to something similar. But just traditional tea ceremonies, I think for any tea lovers, just seeing how they prepare and serve the tea, it's a really unique experience that me and my wife got to do last year when we went to Japan. So I'll be looking for a similar experience like that, because I think a lot of people will enjoy that, because you really get to feel like you're part of the local culture. And then samurai sword cutting experience. This by far for me was one of my favorite experiences in Japan, period. So I'm going to be looking for something like that as well for the group. And then what else? That's mainly what I'm looking for. And I try to find unique experiences that people will love and enjoy. So that's what I focus on.
So what I want to say also about Japan is that what we really want to do there is we want to give you the full experience, because we have 3 days there. So something should be a bit more historic, taking part in the culture, sake breweries, or visiting some shrines. So we really want to do something that's a little bit history, nature, and just really getting this full Japan experience. And then also driving a bit around, having amazing views. So this is really our goal. And we're also collaborating with Co-Live Fukuoka, the digital nomad community there, who are also organizing a conference. So we're also trying to put something together there. And so we really want you to, in these 3 days, have a really, really great insight into Japan, the nature, the shrines, and also the culture. So the next stop after Fukuoka is actually Nagasaki, beautiful town as well. This is a bit more history. There's also the Atomic Bomb Museum, a peace park. So you can also visit these things, the oldest Chinatown in Japan, and you can go up the cable car. So really a little bit Japan off the beaten track. Then we're going to Yatsushiro, and this will be a little bit more nature, trying to find some hot springs, volcano tours. We're looking into different things there as well. This is something we will publish usually the trips and all the program that we're doing to everyone who's joining the trip about 1 month before departure, okay? What's really important is that when we're publishing them, that you also book this early, because then we can make space and then we can plan everything much better, instead of just, so if you want to join any of the excursions, especially those David is organizing, they usually sell out very quickly. So then just, keep this in mind and follow a little bit like what we're doing. So basically in about, let's say within the next 14 days, we're going to start a WhatsApp group, and then we'll share a lot more about the cruise accommodation whatsoever. And just don't wait too long, just book the things as soon as you can, as we're finalizing this, because all the spaces will fill up quite quickly. That's also, by the way, if you're still thinking about joining, everything just makes it so much easier if you're starting to plan now, if you're starting to connect now, and plan your travels, than just doing everything last minute, where most likely it's going to be sold out anyways. So this cruise will fill up pretty quickly. After Japan, we're going to South Korea, and also here we want to do something really a little bit more local, but also nature. So we're going to go and visit the UNESCO listed Seongsan-gyeochung, the crater. And then we'll also explore some of the famous waterfalls, and then we want to end the day with a Korean barbecue. We're also speaking with the Nomad community there, so we hopefully have a few more updates regarding this as well. But it was going to be like a nature Korean barbecue day. That's what we have in mind. Then actually we're going to have one more stop in Hong Kong on the way before we get to Manila. There we will also put something beautiful together, and then we get to Manila. So now what's really, really important, again, if you just go on the cruise, that's absolutely fine. But one of the best things is what's also happening after cruise, because on the cruise, you're connecting, you're meeting so many amazing people, and then you want to stay in touch. And usually these reunions, they are really a great way, to get to know people even more. And even better, we are arriving in the Philippines. While the first part of the cruise will be a little bit more chilly, in the Philippines, we are arriving in the perfect summertime. David, what do you usually did you join usually the excursions after the cruises? What do you think about the reunions?
I do. So for me, the cruise is just the beginning, and it's a cliche saying that we have, right? I'm a firm believer that the magic truly happens after the cruise. So if you can, I would highly encourage everyone to spend a week or 2 or 3 or a month staying with the community, traveling together. If it wasn't for after the cruise, I would not have met my wife and gotten married. So that's how big it is, and you really just get a chance to build deeper connections and travel together and just have a lot more fun and not do things alone. And I think that's the main reason why we joined this cruise, is to have that sense of community. But just after the cruise, it's just a lot more beautiful, a lot more fun, and just a lot more things happen. So I feel like the cruise is it's almost like an excuse to travel together afterwards. That's what I feel like sometimes. So the reunions afterwards. We're still after the cruise from the last cruise right now, and there's 30 of us at my villa. We're having a silent disco. I want to kind of show everyone around real quick. But yeah, everyone's with their headphones on. We just had a barbecue, and this is because we traveled together after the cruise. We went to Sydney, and then a lot went to Bali. So that's kind of an example of how important it is to join the reunions and be together after the cruise.
Yeah, and So really, you don't need to worry. Like, even if you're coming on the cruise by yourself, most of the people, let's say 50, 60%, come on the cruise without knowing anyone on board. You don't need to worry. Stick around. You'll meet people. I mean, we have designed the cruise to meet people. Like, there's no way that you can, like, you will meet so many people on this cruise in the way of how we are designing the program. We want to make it really, really easy. I think that if you're a digital nomad and you want to travel the world, you need to have a great network of people who are doing this as well. And it's actually can be quite exhausting. If you're going to Bali, there are thousands of people here who are doing this, but you really need to make an effort to meet people, and then you see them for 10 minutes, you're going to an event, then you're leaving again. What this cruise is about spending 10 days and really meeting people, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then eventually you meet so many people that you need a break. Okay, so that happens to me. So, but basically, stick around, come on the cruise, and then stick around also for the reunions after. And I just want to share a little bit about this now. So first of all, we'll be 3 days in Manila. The main goal of going to Manila is you can explore the city, but you can also just catch up on work, get a few things done. We know that everyone really wants to do this usually after the cruise. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to recommend a great hotel there, great accommodation where you can all go. It's not super expensive. Just stick around for 3 days with everyone. We'll have a goodbye for those who already have to leave after that. And then, actually then I'm super excited about this as well, because we are basically planning. We have a little mistake in here, but we are planning to spend our time in Coron, El Nido, which is part of Palawan, and in Boracay. So Boracay was the first place where I went as a digital nomad in 2010. So that's 15 years ago. I went there by myself. I just went there for kite surfing. Boracay has got one of the most amazing beaches in the world. Always ranked in the top 20. It's an incredible, beautiful destination. And Palawan, including Coron and El Nido, has been on my bucket list since 15 years, since I went the first time to the Philippines. Also, you can explore much more of the Philippines after, if you still have time. If you have time and you don't need to work, you can travel more with everyone, with many people after. But this is where we are going to focus our things, and we will share everything with those of you who booked, how it's going to work. And we are organizing a lot of special activities for you guys, and just sharing a few things now. You can see a few photos here. The one in the middle is Palawan. It's really famous for these limestone, sandstone cliffs. You can do amazing snorkeling, and it's really, really paradise. This beats Thailand by far. Also probably Indonesia. Philippines is incredible, the beauty there. So if you've been following a little bit our last trip, what we shared, you can actually see here, the left picture is what we took just 3 weeks ago on the Castaway Island. So Fiji, those kind of paradise experiences. This is what we're going to do in the Philippines. So come and join us and just stick around, and you'll see. And we will recommend some accommodation. And one thing we're planning as well is we're planning a boat trip that will take you to many different islands. It's just like a 3-4 day boat trip. So we're working on this, but we'll share everything with you also within the next 3-4 weeks. Okay. So, today the movie Castaway will be on German TV. Watch it. It's already after 9 o'clock here. But Achim, thank you for sharing this. So this is where we were 3 weeks ago with over 100 people. We went to the Castaway Island. Okay, so that's about it. That's everything we do. And then you can go with us to the Philippines, make about 1 or 2 weeks. And then if you want to continue traveling, we'll make some more recommendations for the Philippines. And those who just want to go and work, we'll also make some recommendation that's just mentioned here for Vietnam, which might be the final destination where we'll have some meetups. So really, this is not a cruise. This is actually, if you have the time, you can travel with us for 5 weeks, for 6 weeks, just for 1 week after, maybe just try it out and, become part of the community. If you are not a digital nomad and you just want to really like put your feet into this and like figure out what everyone is doing, that's also absolutely fine. Just take a 2 weeks vacation, join the cruise, make the connections, and and then you'll see everything there. Okay. So I will just now share quickly what's important to get ready for the departure. Okay. So first of all, book your ticket now so that you can get ready, that you can join the WhatsApp group, that you can just get prepared for this journey. Then we have a wiki where we share a lot more information, study that, all the different things that we recommend there. Within the next 2 weeks, we're also launching the WhatsApp group, so then you can connect with everyone already, plan a little bit in advance. You don't need to check that every day, obviously, but if you want, you can do it. Get your flights and accommodation, check the visa requirements, also really, really important. Get a travel insurance. This always really depends a little bit like what you're doing. You can talk about it in the WhatsApp group, what you want, but we're not making like one specific recommendation there. And then we'll see you in Hong Kong anytime after the 10th of February for an incredible journey. Okay. So if you haven't booked yet, what's included? 12 days cruise, the full program, all meals, port taxes, tips covered, the journey, like what we're doing afterwards, Wi-Fi, and also the tips. This trip usually would cost 500 euros more, just because we had to adjust the date. We got a very good deal from the cruise line, and that's why at the moment the trip is still like quite reasonably priced. But we're raising the price also already next week. Not too much, but just keep in mind that the price will go up as we get closer to departure, as we have less things available. That's how we are doing our calculations. Okay. If you help us to book early now, then we help you with a better deal. Okay, that's how it works. And we would love to have you on board. So one thing to mention here, the drinks are actually not included. So of course you can have, there's always some drinks and water at the buffet, but if you want to drink like alcoholic drinks, you can buy a drink package, which is around 30 euros a day. So then you can drink as much as you want, but there's also cheaper versions. You can get some things, when you're on the mainland. So it's not going to be a super expensive thing, but we just want to say that this drink package is not included. And travel insurance, get this. That's also really important. And we can make some recommendations in the WhatsApp group as well. Okay. It starts from 1,600 euros. This is for the full experience, right? So, I don't need to go and explain this too much, but just for you to know that the price will go up. Okay. We have inside, outside balcony cabins. If you're booking, you can book by yourself, and then we'll match you with someone else. Like maybe if you find someone now in the next days in the WhatsApp group, you can even like tell us like, hey, I want to share with this person. So like this, we can keep it economical. You don't need to have your own cabin, book it as a single. And we have inside, outside balcony cabins. Balcony cabins will be also sold out pretty soon. They are going away. Okay. And then, I also already mentioned this, sharing is caring. So you can share the cabin with others. We are usually matching. This usually works pretty well. So it's just a few days. Okay. Now we're going into the giveaway. Okay. So the giveaway works like this. I will ask a question and you type the answer. Okay, you type the answer now, and the person who replies the fastest will win this drink package, either for yourself or for you and your friend. It's not transferable. It's only if you're joining the cruise. But I'm going to ask this question, and then you type the answer. I will ask the question now, so just be ready at your keyboard so that you can answer. And we will only accept answers on YouTube, okay? Because we cannot look. We are also on Instagram and on Facebook, so only YouTube answers that we see here in our thing. Sometimes there's like some syncing problems and whatsoever. We will just pick one winner, the one who answers the fastest in our software that we see here, okay? So the question is, we mentioned it already very much in the beginning. The question is, how many days is it until the departure? And now you can answer, and then we will see who's the winner. Okay, let's see. There's always like a little bit of a time delay, so we always see this a little bit later. And the winner, oh wow, you all watched very well. It's not 54 days. It was 69, what we mentioned in the beginning. And the winner is Rosine Sweeney 2467. Okay, Rosine Sweeney.
Congratulations!
Congratulations. You won the drink package for you and your friend. And Emilia, just drop the email here, maybe so that you can reach out to us, and then we'll give that to you. Okay, perfect. Good. So congratulations. And now we have a little bit more time to answer any questions you might have about the cruise. Okay, so just type your questions now. Just we'll go over it then, and we'll just answer everything a little bit. So yeah, on just sharing this here. This is the booking code. I forgot, but yeah. So if you want to book it now. It's a 250 euros deposit, and then you have to pay the full amount within the next 7 days, as we already have only 69 days until departure. So you can book here, and on next Sunday we are going to increase the prices. Okay, so better to do it now. If you have any questions, you can email us to info@nomadcruise. But please ask all your questions now if you have anything, and then we'll go into that and just get back to everyone here. Okay, yeah. And we hope you're excited about what's coming up. So I will go a little bit more. Okay. So I want to say as well about this giveaway that we did now. Sometimes you might see yourself first. We are just looking at our software here that we have, and that's what I mentioned before. So those ones, the one that we see here who won the first one was Rosine Sweeney. Okay, it shows sometimes a little bit different in your software. Okay, so now we're gonna answer some questions. I will go into this now. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay. Can you see this now? Now you can see the question, right? Okay. So will you provide a list of excursions which are included and which we need to pay? Okay. So regarding the excursions, there's always some free things that we are recommending when we're doing these things. But if we're doing like the samurai sword experience or the dolphins or whatsoever, so these are paid. But you can do things always for free that we're also recommending. And when we are organizing something, it's not like that we put like a huge markup or whatsoever on this. It's just to cover this and to know what's there. So the most of the excursions that we are like advertising specifically to you, they are paid, but there's always great things that you can do that are free, and then you can decide. Okay, which are the weather? Okay, so another question: what are the weather conditions on the boat? So we're gonna go up north. It's gonna be a little bit colder, but it's also going to be super hot when we are to the Philippines. So bring a little bit of warm and a little, if you want to stick around the Philippines for longer, also a lot of things that you can wear when it's getting colder. So keep a little bit everything in mind. Also, a lot of the program is anyways happening inside the ship. That's always like this. So you don't need to, it's just good to have a few things that are warm, okay? Now, where specifically in Hong Kong we have to board the ship, we will share all of this. This is information that you're getting in the wiki, how the entire boarding process and everything is working. We'll share everything, like don't worry, a few days before departure as well, and also where you have to be. Just don't arrive 1 hour by plane before departure. That's not going to work. And we always really recommend, if you cannot make it for 3-4 days before, always arrive a day before departure. It's just really, really good. And we always have like a big kind of party or something that's happening, especially 1 day before, okay? So I also like comments like this. Wow, I didn't think I could get any more excited. Yeah, so I'm happy to see that you like the program and the things that we're putting together there. And I'm pretty sure, I mean, when you're looking at all the diversity that we have on this cruise, that's really, really incredible to see so many different countries, so many, like it's all Asia, but like you get to see, yeah, so many different parts, okay? Yes, so
there was a question before this comment. Did we miss it? I was trying to read it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going over it here now. If you want us to repeat any questions, also just ask them again. So how much is the co-living going to be? We are not really sure yet, but I think it's going to be a reasonable price. We will share everything with you. And we are also doing, there are some people in Singapore before, and we will organize a little bit of a get together, and you can like actually, because a few people, due to the date change, they booked a flight to Singapore. So we know that you're going to be there like 7 days before departure. And we're also trying to get you all together there. Just really look into the WhatsApp group. Okay. So if you have to leave around the 3rd or 5th of March, you can definitely explore some of the islands in the Philippines. We have a specific time frame. We actually already have like a little bit the itinerary. We'll share that with you. And it's absolutely worth it, like even to just come for a few days, because from Manila, it's just a short flight. Everything is like super, super close together. Okay. Yeah, so this is these are the main questions. Those who want to volunteer or something, you can send us an email and then we can send you some more information about that. And if you want to be a speaker, really apply now. Don't tell us like 3 days before departure that you want to do a talk. That's not possible to do anymore, but we always have people who come like 3 days before and say they would like to do this. We really appreciate if you want to do a talk, if you can do something. We are now planning this. We're planning the program a lot now. So yeah, just share this now with us, okay? And just curious, what's the ratio of returning nomads to new cruisers? It's usually about like 50-50. It's about 50-50, 50% new, 50 new. Most people who join Nomad Cruise, about 40% are return people, and we have probably over 100 people who've joined like over 4 or 5 cruises, or maybe even over 150 people. So we do have an amazing return rate, but not everyone joins every cruise. Some just take 2 years off, then they come back. But many people, even who joined the first cruise, are still coming back every once in a while, just to, for the community. Okay. So any questions, you can send us an email to Nomad Cruise, or we also have a WhatsApp support now. So in case you got a WhatsApp message, you can also write us there. That's also absolutely possible. And do we have a digital nomad? Yeah. So just, I think that's about it, right? Like we're not, we don't need to take things too long here. We hope you're prepared. The most important thing is, if you can, come a few days earlier. If you can't make it, it's no big deal. The same thing, if you can, stick around a little bit longer. We'll explain everything on the cruise. You'll have an amazing time. We can't wait to meet you all. And just keep an eye on your inbox regarding like excursions, WhatsApp groups, all the things that we're starting now. But in theory, just wait, you can figure out everything like just even a few days before, okay? So yeah, just people are asking again here, what date is the cruise? Those people who are joining a little bit late. So if you are joining late, the date is from the 14th until the 25th of February, okay? And just reach out to us, write to us on Instagram, send us an email. The best is always to join the newsletter. There's a get on board button, very big, and then you don't miss out on any future updates. So yeah, we can't wait to see so many of you very, very soon. And thank you, David and Emilia, for being here today and helping with the webinar. Oh, David has got the silent disco.
Got my party headphones ready.
Okay.
Also, just want to say real quick, if anyone is looking for a community to plug into before the cruise, 2 months before the cruise, there's so many of us in Bali. There's about 50 of us in Bali. So if you want to come and hang out with us and meet us in Bali, you're more than welcome to. We'll be here. A lot of us will be here until the next cruise. So there's already a community here in Bali that you can plug into right away.
Exactly. Yes, you can just send us an email if you are unsure. Like once you book the cruise, just let us know, and we'll add you to the WhatsApp groups and everything. So there's already a lot of things happening in Bali right now. So if you can't wait, just join us there. Okay. And then, yeah, there was one question about the Nomad community in Barcelona. We don't have one there, but I can just recommend, because Victor is a great cruise friend of mine as well, and there's a group called Digital Nomads Barcelona. Google that and you will be very well connected in Barcelona too. Okay. And yeah, that's about it. Emilia, do you have anything?
No,
We
we will
forgot?
send out all
Did
the
we forget
information
anything?
via email, so you will not miss anything. And we will also have a public guide where you can get all the information about departure, location, and excursions and everything. So don't worry.
Yeah, just check the guide. Everything is in the guide. Just have a look there once you're onboarded. Okay. Thank you so much. It's getting super late now in Bali, and Emilia is in Australia, so it's already like 1 o'clock at night.
Yes.
Have a good day, and we'll see you on the latest on the ship or some other time soon. Okay? Thank you. Bye.
Goodbye, everybody. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.